Once upon a time, in a land kissed by the sun and nurtured by the rain, lived the Powhatan tribe. They thrived under the watchful eyes of their chief Powhatan, whose heart was as wise as it was brave. His daughter, Pocahontas, was a spirited girl with the soul of an explorer. She loved the wind's whispers and the river's songs, her dark eyes reflecting the infinite hues of the forest. Across the ocean, in bustling England, John Smith, an adventurer of bold spirit and daring ambition, dreamed of distant lands and untold treasures. His heart was restless, and so he joined a crew of settlers aboard the ship Susan Constant, setting sail towards the New World. The voyage was turbulent, yet Smith's determination didn't falter. As the ship rocked and roiled amidst the towering waves, the first glimpse of the New World emerged in the far distance. The land was lush, vibrant, and abundant, just as Smith had imagined. The Englishmen rejoiced, their eyes gleaming with the promise of a new life. Meanwhile, while Pocahontas and Nico were exploring the woods, they heard a strange noise from the river. They hurried to the spot and saw the large floating structures carrying men of an unfamiliar face walking onto land at the riverbank. Pocahontas watched the settlers carefully from the shadow of the trees. Among them, one man stood out. He moved with the grace of a mountain lion, his eyes as blue as the vast ocean. This was John Smith, and as he walked on the riverbank, he was captivated by the beauty of this untouched land. He marveled at the lush green forests and the clear blue rivers. Little did he know that his life was about to take a dramatic turn. One day, as John Smith was wandering through the dense woods, he found himself face to face with a massive, growling bear. He was taken by surprise, and fear gripped his heart. Suddenly, like a streak of lightning, Pocahontas appeared. She stood tall, whispering in a language only the forest could understand. To John's disbelief, the bear calmed down and lumbered away. Breathing a sigh of relief, John thanked Pocahontas. "You saved me," he said. With a gentle smile, she replied, "We are all part of this world. We must protect each other." From that day forward, a deep friendship blossomed between Pocahontas and John Smith, and as days turned into weeks, the bond grew stronger. They taught each other their languages, their traditions, their dreams. Smith began to see the land not as a treasure to exploit, but as a paradise to respect. He saw the tribe not as savages, but as a people of wisdom and dignity. And Pocahontas, she saw in Smith not an invader, but a man willing to learn and understand. However, their blossoming friendship was not appreciated by all. The settlers, driven by fear and greed, saw the tribe as a threat to their dreams of prosperity. Likewise, the tribe saw the settlers as invaders disrupting their harmony with the land. A storm of conflict was brewing, threatening to engulf all in its wake. One day, a confrontation broke out between a settler and a tribe member. The settler had taken a sacred artifact, a gesture that sparked anger in the tribe. Weapons were drawn, tempers flared, and amidst the chaos, Smith rushed in, trying to mediate. But it was too late. A single shot rang out, and the tribe member fell. This incident was the spark that ignited the tinderbox of conflict. The Powhatan tribe prepared for war, and the settlers loaded their muskets. The air was thick with fear, the earth trembling beneath the weight of impending doom. Pocahontas watched in despair, her heart aching. She knew she had to do something. Smith was captured by the Powhatan tribe during the turmoil. He was brought before Chief Powhatan, the tribe's anger reflected in his eyes. "This is the consequence of invasion," the chief said, his voice echoing in the quiet night. Smith stood silent, prepared for the worst. Pocahontas, witnessing Smith's fate, felt her heart squeeze with fear. She remembered their laughter, their shared dreams, their connection. She could not let him perish. With a burst of determination, she rushed to her father. We cannot meet hatred with hatred, she implored, her voice as steady as her resolve. If we take his life, we become the monsters we fear. Chief Powhatan looked at his daughter, her face illuminated by the fire's glow. In her eyes, he saw the wisdom of their ancestors and the courage of their future. He saw compassion that could bridge gaps and understanding that could heal wounds. He looked at Smith, the enemy, and saw a chance for peace. In an act that stunned everyone, Chief Powhatan announced, "We will not take his life. Instead, we shall use this opportunity to teach them our ways, to coexist with our land, our people. This will be our path to peace." Smith was released, his life spared. The moment was a silent promise, a vow for a hopeful future. However, the road to peace was not easy. There were those in the tribe and among the settlers who disagreed with the decision, their hearts too hardened by fear and distrust. But Smith and Pocahontas didn't waver. Their belief in each other and their shared dream became the beacon of hope amidst the darkness. Together, they started teaching and learning, sharing and understanding. The settlers learned to respect the land, not exploit it. The tribe began to see that not all settlers brought harm. The bond between Pocahontas and Smith served as a bridge, connecting two worlds once apart. As days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, change began to sweep across the land. The settlers and the tribe, though still cautious, started coexisting. They learned to share the land that was generous to all, and in this sharing, a new harmony was found. Pocahontas and Smith's courage had led them to a peace they had only dreamed of. But the wind of destiny blows without prejudice, and sometimes it carries separation along with its breeze. A message arrived for John Smith from across the vast ocean. He was needed back in England. Upon hearing this, Smith's heart sank like a stone in the river. He had to leave the world he had come to cherish, the people he had learned to respect, and above all, Pocahontas, the brave-hearted girl who had become a part of his soul. In the heart of the forest, beneath the watchful eyes of the stars, Pocahontas and Smith said their goodbye. His eyes were an ocean of sadness, but Pocahontas was brave, her spirit as sturdy as the mighty oak tree. "The river's flow never ceases," she said, her voice as calm as the night air. "Our paths are like the river, they may diverge, but they'll remain a part of the same world." Smith held her hands, his touch as soft as a feather's caress. "I'll carry our memories across the ocean, Pocahontas. They will be my guiding stars in the darkest of nights." In the end, their tale was a testament to the power of understanding and compassion, a story of two brave hearts that chose love over fear, peace over war. Their story became the song of the wind, the whisper of the river, an echo in the heart of the forest, reminding everyone that we are not so different after all, and that love and understanding can bridge the widest of chasms. John Smith returned to England, carrying with him the spirit of the New World, the wisdom of the Powhatan tribe, and the heart of a brave girl named Pocahontas. And Pocahontas, she watched the ship disappear into the horizon, her heart full of memories and hope, continuing to sing the song of peace and harmony to her land and her people, waiting for the day their paths would cross again. And that, my dear, is the end of our tale. May you have sweet dreams and wake up to a beautiful new day filled with love and peace. And remember, in the words of Pocahontas, we are all part of this world. We must protect each other.